Hey guys, welcome. Hey, brother sewing and crafting family. I'm Angela Wolf, and I have a really fun week for you. Guess what? We're doing a sew along, an apron sew along all week. Not only are we sewing a super cute apron, I'm using a certain pattern, which you'll meet Molly here shortly. You can use any pattern you want, but we're sewing along with the apron. We're going to be embellishing. We're going to be adding a little bling to it. It's going to be so much fun. So every day I have something really fun planned for you. So welcome. Say hi if you've never been to the show before. Say hi, say where you're from. You never know. Your neighbor might be sewing next to you or crafting or fishing. It is fishing season, right? So welcome, Wolfpack. I see a bunch of you rolling in already. Thank you, thank you. And anybody who's never been here before, welcome. So in case you don't realize what's going on, brother sewing and crafting family, the brother brand ambassadors have taken over their page for the last month or so during this shutdown, trying to bring you a little bit of inspo on what you're working on. So I thought it would be really fun this week to do an apron. So somebody actually, I didn't make this one, I can't take credit, but I went to an event a few years back and this lady had this apron on, and I love pink and black. And I must have commented on her apron maybe 100 times. I'm not even exaggerating. And she gave it to me. So then I felt bad, like I might have, no, actually, she gave it to me, which was a great gift, and I love this apron. So when I was thinking, let's do an apron sew along for summer coming up, I thought, you know, my friend Molly has such a cute pattern, which is the one I'm wearing. Maybe she'll come and help. And then Reen always is helping Molly. So I'm like, hey, girls, can we do this together and have a sew along? So I've got Reen from Embroidery Garden. I have Molly. And then at the end of the show today, we have Emily Thompson popping in. She's going to show us how to embellish with the scan and cut, something cool for the apron. So let's get started. If you have questions, go ahead, leave them. We always answer them throughout or at the end. And I don't know, what do you think? Let's get rolling. So let me see if I can bring the girls up here. Hi, Reen. Hi, Molly.
Hi, Angela.
Hi.
So if I'm just, I see someone, do I go to Brother Sew's page for the live? If you're here, Marcia, you're live. We are live right now. So you all remember Reen from last weekend from Embroidery Garden? Hi, Reen.
Hi.
Did you happen to see all of these zipper cases showing up? Oh my goodness. Super cute. And then down below we have Molly Madison, and that's the apron I'm wearing. Hi, Molly.
Hi.
And I see your super cute apron next to you.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's saying they see you, they see you. Stasha, I know how to pronounce your name now. She emailed me and told me. So let me just see if I can I'm bringing everything up here to make sure that we can hear everybody before we get rolling. Let's see. There we go. So Molly, I have to ask you, Reen, you're wearing one of the aprons too.
Yes, I'm wearing Molly's apron. This is one that she actually made for me that I wear at all of my events.
So cute. I knew I've seen that one before. Everyone's saying hi, hi. So Molly, did you get muted?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Oh, no, you're there. I don't know why it says mute. You're here. So Molly,
Okay.
tell us about this apron. This is the pattern that I'm going to be using. Now, of course, we told everyone they could use any apron, but since I'm using yours, thank you so much for coming on because you're going to walk me through sewing this apron.
Yep.
So
My
tell me,
pleasure.
by the way, how you even came up with this pattern. Being a designer myself, I always love to hear these stories.
Good question. I used to do craft shows, and one of my neighbors at a craft show said she wanted me to make her an apron. She described it for me. She wanted a place to put her cash. She wanted a place to put her business name, and she wanted it to tie in the back. And I looked and looked and couldn't find anything. So I thought maybe I could just make my own. And that's what I did.
And you sure did a good job. This thing is really cute. So I'll pull this up just so you guys can see this just a little closer. So this is the one I'm using. Again, this is no affiliation of Brother. We're just sewing along, but this is Molly's pattern. And you can go to her website if you're looking for that. She even put them on sale for anybody who wanted to sew it. And I know other people said they're trying to go out through their stash of patterns. Whatever pattern you're using, you're still going to be able to learn a lot from everything that we're doing this week. So everybody's saying love your aprons. So Molly, I have some fabric picked out, but could you just get us rolling on this? What should I start with first? I have the pattern, I have the fabric.
Well, I have some things laid out on my table. Can I meet you over there?
Oh, that would be great.
Okay.
All right, see you in a minute. We're going to make Molly do all the work. That never happens. Actually, as long as it's not like when Mr. Domestic came on and he's coming on next week, I have to learn how to do quilting. So Molly, at least it's sewing garments, and I should be a little bit better. So Reen, you're making something at the end of the week for this as well, aren't you?
Yes, I am. And I have it right here. We're going to be doing a new scissor case. This is for the little bitty scissors. Let me get kind of close so you can see it.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Yeah, go right there. We can see that.
Got
Oh,
all
it
the
has.
quilting out of the machine.
Oh yeah.
And it holds little 4-inch scissors. So there's a file you can download. It tells you exactly what you need. It gives you the machine embroidery file in a bunch of formats, and you can sew along with me on Thursday with Angela.
That's right, Thursday. I think I said Friday. It's Thursday. Yes, that's going to be super fun. So I saw a lot of you say that you had made the zipper case from last Friday. If you missed that video, you can go back and watch it. Very fun. Hi, Jenny. Glad you made it. We have so many people coming in from so many different places. Teresa purchased Molly's apron way back then. Molly, you just give me a heads up when you're ready to pop back in. I think I see a table. Is that a table or is that your head?
Everyone loves Molly's apron. I wear it at the events that I do, and I take them there to sell them for Molly, and everyone just loves the apron.
Well, it's so useful. When I was at the events, my big thing was my telephone, which usually I put in my back pocket. And if you were at that event, you know what happened to that telephone.
I remember that.
But this one has a zippered pouch here. And that's where I started putting my money in my phone. So I don't see Molly's back yet. Let's see. Let's see if we can. Hey, Molly, are you there? Nope. You there, Molly?
I need to flip my camera. No, I need to flip my camera.
Okay.
God damn it.
Uh-oh, bad word.
You are live right now, Molly, or you were.
BW. That's what my nephews would say. BW.
I can show some of the parts of the apron till Molly's ready.
Yeah, do that. And then I'll show my fabric. I have my fabric right over here. I picked out a whole bunch of cool colors.
Okay, so you got the big bib area where you can put your logo. This is the big zippered pocket here. You can hold cash or your phone or anything you want to in this area. This is for business cards. When you are at a show, you bring your cards or you grab other people's cards, you can put them there. You have pockets all along the front here that you're going to be able to divide these off any size you want to hold your phone, your Kleenex, whatever you want. And there's a huge pocket that goes all the way through the bottom here.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's got the adjustable neck strap and the tie waist.
Very cute. I've seen everybody rolling in. They're saying cute apron. Oh, no, I love this pink stuff. So by the way, Reen, I think I see Molly's camera ready. You're in Indiana, right?
Right.
So it rained here all weekend. It's still raining, and it was raining so much that we have ducks in the backyard.
Oh, yeah,
all right.
It's terrible.
Molly, you are live, Molly. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Sorry
Great.
about that.
That's okay. We can see your table too. All right.
Okay.
So what do you have? What do you have going on down there?
Well, first of all, I wanted to thank all the people who ordered my pattern. I hope you enjoy making the apron. And I wanted to show you a few things about the pattern pieces. If you need to print your pattern pieces, I want you to notice this line right here. It will print out at 5 inches if you've got your if you got it printed at the right size. So print at actual size or 100%. And once you cut out all the pattern pieces, you're going to have to tape some of them together. So I wanted to show you what to look out for. I want you to look for the triple arrows. That shows you where to tape them together. 3 of them need to be taped together, and 1 is just the flap for the business card. So once you tape them all together, let me show you what that's going to look like. You'll have a piece J, a piece K, and a piece M that are taped together. And I wanted to show you a few things that some people miss. There's a cutting line for the front fabric here on piece K, and then there's a different cutting line for the lining. The same thing on the main pattern piece, a different cutting line for the front piece than for the lining. And once you get these cut out, you'll need to take your waist placement lines and transfer those to your fabric. And one other tip that I want to show you.
Hey, Molly.
Yes.
Which lines do we need to transfer to the fabric, just to be clear?
The waist placement lines.
Okay.
That's the only ones you need to transfer onto your fabric.
Sounds good.
Okay. So I wanted to show you that what I do is I cut an extra set of the main fabric pattern and print it out and then tape it to the other side of the pattern so that I don't have to cut on the fold. I can lay it out, use pattern weights, and cut it with my rotary cutter.
Oh, that's so much easier.
Yeah, it is for me. And I also do that with piece K. I just make it one big pattern piece. You can see that it says cut on the fold. Well, we're not going to do that with this. And
okay.
another...
I have to just say that makes it so much, I never even thought about that. I was just going to do everything on the fold. This is going to be so much easier.
I don't know if you can see all this, but this is my main piece, piece J. It's all cut out for you. And I wanted to show you, this is what I'm talking about when I say that the main fabric is cut shorter than the lining. And also, I've already put piece I on here because I wanted to say that before we embellish the apron tomorrow, we'll want to stitch this piece on so we know where we're going to put our embellishment. And also, before we cut tomorrow, or before we embellish tomorrow, you'll make sure you transfer these lines onto the fabric so you can see what you're working with. And I wanted to tell you how I pick my fabric for the aprons. I start out with a stack of fabric.
I got a little bit.
See what I'm doing? Okay.
Oh,
here we go.
I can see you great.
Okay.
I'll bring Reen up here. See that too, Reen? You can see what she's doing with her fabric.
Yeah. Okay. I start out with a stack of fabric. I cut the main piece of fabric, and then I work from there.
That's a good idea.
And I wanted to make sure.
Molly, will you show us all those fabrics? We just love the inspo. I have mine over here, which I'll show in a minute, but I want to see yours.
I can't wait to see. I want to make sure that everyone understands how this works, the fabric cutting chart.
Okay.
The first group, A through I, are just pieces of fabric that you're going to cut with a rotary cutter. You look at the size that you need, and this column will tell you if you need main fabric or lining fabric, or both. And then down here are the 4 pieces that I just showed you that are cut with the pattern pieces. So since I have this laid out, what I like to do is take my fabric and try it on, try it in place, see what it's going to look like. And then I cut all these pieces.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I did cut all my pieces, and I want to show you what it's going to look like.
I still have to cut all mine, so this will give me an idea of what color I want to use where.
Okay, so this is my neck strap, and I put these letters on here to make it easier to tell what we're doing here. So It tells you the sizes here, like I said. The next strip is C. That's what's going to go underneath the neck strap. D is the waist tie strap. And the reason I say that it needs to go with the grain is because it's going to be pulled. And you don't want to pull against the grain. You want to pull with the grain. So that goes there. E is a part of the business card pocket. And I want to let you know that I designed over the weekend a business card holder that you can stitch in the hoop. It's an embroidery design that I'm going to give you for free. It has some hearts embroidered on it. It's the same thing as the business card holder that we would stitch up, but you can do it in the hoop. So if you're interested in stitching your business card holder in the hoop, you can go over to my my group on Facebook, and all the files are there for that.
We love free files and free designs.
Let's see, this is F. F is the binder strip for the lower pocket. Can you see this down here?
We can't quite see the F, but we can see the others. And somebody wants to know, your letters are so stinking cute and perfectly written. Are those embroidered or what?
They are. This is a design from Embroidery Garden.
No way.
Yeah.
Good job, Reen.
Okay, and G, this is another thing that I want to make sure you understand. G is called an upper zipper pocket. It's an extension of the lower zipper pocket. So it should be in the same fabric as the lower zipper pocket. See that?
Yeah, okay. And I also see on your sheet, if I look at this, if I look here, it says that G and H should be out of fabric 2 lining. So that should be pretty easy to follow, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And here's the spot I was telling you where the fabric is shorter than the lining. That's because this is going to get stitched there, and the zipper will be going in between there.
Okay, got it.
H is something that won't really show. This is going to be the cash pocket. So it's going to go in here.
We all like cash pockets. Cash pockets and free design. So far, Molly, you've hit 2 good notes.
Let's see. L is then another part of the business card holder. And M, lower pocket. That's going to go down here. And I don't know if you noticed, but it's cut on the fold.
Okay.
And
so I got to
stay folded. Say that again.
I said, I'm going to have to pay a lot of attention when I cut this.
Well, it helps if you lay your fabric in place and try it on before you actually cut. So that's what I do.
That. And you know, for those of you that popped in, yes, if you can come back and watch this, so you don't have to cut and follow along right now, but we'll have little jobs for you to do each night, and then you'll be ready to go. So on here, when she's all finished here, I'll look at my fabric, but it'll give you guys some ideas as well. But you can watch this over, share it to your timeline if you want to make sure you can find it, or come back to Brothers. Okay.
One more thing I want to show you. Your key loop fabric, which was A, you can use that for your little trigger snap, but you don't have to. You could use marine vinyl, you could use cork fabric, or you could use part of a measuring tape like Reen did for her scissors.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Just be creative there.
So speaking of measuring tape, by the way, Reen, I found 2 in my stash that were kind of bent and broken that I was going to throw away. Not anymore. I think that was a great idea. Oh, I accidentally muted you. Sorry. All right, so let me get another good look at that, Molly. Everybody get a good look. This is all the fabrics that she's putting together, so you can kind of see how it's going to be pieced together. All right.
It's kind of a mess, but you have that photo I sent you, Angela, that you can post so people can see which letter goes where on the final apron.
Yeah,
and they can also get that file in my group.
Okay.
My group is called Molly Made Designs Group on Facebook.
Molly
So
made
that's
design.
right. That's where you'll find that free design that I just told you about, and also a photo that would help you in picking your fabric and cutting it out.
That's super helpful. All right, I'm just looking for that. I had it right here. Wouldn't you know? Where did you go? I'll find it. So if you guys have questions about it, I'm going to go to my fabric, but let me just find that photo real quick. I had it saved on one of these screens, and I just have too many screens, I guess. So by the way, Reen, stand up so we can see yours one more time so we can see what color combos you have.
Well, these are my colors, the peach, the teal. I also have this one. A little bit different colors.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Teal.
Oh, I have your I have that fabric. I should pull that out.
Yeah, and then this one was actually made using oilcloth.
Oh,
So you can wipe it off.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So
Oh, I like that a lot.
lots of combinations you can make. I can't wait to see everyone's different fabrics they use.
All right, so I think Molly is decorating. Molly looks like, oh, Molly, that's a cute apron.
This is a teacher apron. A lot of teachers like to wear aprons to put their supplies in while they're walking around class.
That's really cute.
I made this apple using one of Embroidery Garden's designs. It's actually a pumpkin design that I turned into an apple. And I have it on there with snaps, so it's removable. But there's so many things you can add and do differently to make it your own.
All right, so I'm going to bring up. Let's see if I could just bring up my screen. Hold on a second, because I have two photos to share that Molly had sent over. So let me bring this up if I can find the right one. Here we go. So this is what your pattern will look like once it's taped together. If you're using this pattern, if you're using a different one, you'll follow your directions there. You're still, even if you use a different pattern, you'll still get ideas for embellishing. So just sewing along, you might not be on the same page. And let's see, I think there was one more here. Here you go. Here's what she was trying to show with all of the pieces where she has them labeled. That's kind of how the pattern is going to go together. So you have any questions, holler. The websites for both of us, all of us, are down below. And then Emily's coming in here shortly, too, to talk about some embellishing. All right, so Molly, that is really cute.
Thank you.
And let's see, I'm just going to take this down and bring your up just a little bit closer so I can see that. Yeah, that's really fun. That would be a great one for teachers. Actually, I could see a lot of fun things for this. I'm learning how to cook during quarantine time, so I might need a fireproof apron. You guys all told me I had to put the fire people on 911, the fire department, and I need a 911 apron, I think, if you saw what I cooked the other night. All right, so I'm going to go to my fabric. So Molly, can you see, are you switching back around, or do you have more to show on your table before I move you?
I wasn't switching yet, but I will now.
Okay. I'm going to have her come back up, and I'm going to look at my fabric just so I can kind of piece together. You guys can all help me decide what fabrics I'm going to put in what place. So, Kay, we are making fireproof apron. Yes, we're actually making a real apron, not a fireproof one, although I probably need a fireproof one. That was kind of the joke. Kind of a joke. So let's see. Yes. Oh, this is a great beginner project, Faith. And Molly's just about flipped around. And I see Emily down there. Hi, Emily. We'll be bringing you up here shortly, too. I can't wait to see what she's working on. Arnell wants to know, do you need 3 or 4 different materials? Reen, how many different fabrics did you end up using?
This one has just 2 fabrics in it. And this one has 3 fabrics in it.
Yeah.
And the other one has 3 in it too. So you can use 2 or 3.
I think this one has 1, 2, 3. Unless I'm missing something, this one has 3 too.
Yeah, so it's really whatever you want, however you want to do it.
Dalia, this I can do. Dalia, you're doing the couture jacket. You could definitely do this. Speaking of couture jacket, at the end of today's show, this is just a new thing. This today on my Facebook page, Angela Wolf Couture, I posted a comment that my couture jacket class is closing at the end of the day, and I'm drawing 2 winners to the class. So if you made a comment at the end of the show, my software will pick out of the comments. So as soon as you can still leave a comment, I think, for another 15 minutes, and then we're drawing 2 winners. So good luck to you guys. But if you can do that, Dalia, you can definitely do the apron. All right. Oh, there's Molly. All right, Molly, come back up here. So Molly, can you help me? I'm going to go to my fabric. Will you help me pick, and we can have everybody vote. How's that?
Okay.
Are you still there, Reen?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So make sure you can see this, okay? So I have my pattern pieces, but you know, I'm really glad that I didn't piece these together yet. I just laid them out to see how they would go together. And now that you mentioned getting the second set, I'm gonna do that. I also have one long piece of paper I could just tape to this, and that would work too. Fold it in half and cut it. So I'm gonna work on that tonight, but these are the fabrics I found. Guys, let me know what you think. This one has a little bit of gold sparkle. It's a nice weight cotton. This one is kind of fun. That's so me. And then, of course, it got to have a little bit more pink. I almost like these two together. And this one doesn't quite match, but it does have some fun going on. What do you think? I also have some white, but white's kind of boring. What do you guys think? All three? These two? I think I have one more fabric. Let me go get it.
I kind of like the one with the Eiffel Tower in it. Kind of reminds me of the one Michelle made.
Isn't that kind of fun? Oh, look what I found. Ha.
Oh, that's pretty.
So do you think that these three would work together? Because this one doesn't really, this one could maybe go with this one, but it doesn't really match this Eiffel Tower one.
Is that in the hoop fabric? Is that Reen's in the hoop fabric?
I like big hoops.
Yeah, is that what that is?
Yep, that's what's here.
Okay.
So what do you think? Do these three colors, if I take this one out, do those match? Okay. Would you go with that, or would you? What do you think, Reen?
Oh, geez, it's hard to tell. I do like the Eiffel Tower one. Maybe the Eiffel Tower one in the pink.
That's right. Maybe just these two?
Do you have any black?
Oh, yeah.
Or a black with a small print?
Right, that's my whole wardrobe is black. Let's see.
Yeah, black would look nice, would really make a nice accent.
What do you guys think that are watching? Do you have any opinion on this? Because I'm good with whatever you guys think. I do think that some black in there would look. I have some black cotton. I think it's downstairs, but let me just see what I have right here. Like, so let's pretend this is kind of a shiny fabric. That look good?
I like that. Mm-hmm.
This one's too purpley, I think. And this one is too. That one's kind of a rich color, but these pinks match better.
I like those three.
These three?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the plan. All right, so Molly, let me go back over here. I'm gonna go see what all of you guys are gonna say about this. Everyone likes the black, yeah. Paris pink and black. All right, let me bring these girls back up. So, quick question, Molly. We were just talking about fabric in a class I was just working on, and how do we prep the fabric? Because I'm sure I shouldn't just cut. This is cotton, which will shrink. So, what does everybody have to have ready by tomorrow?
Well, you need to launder your fabric first, wash and dry it, and press it. And I always starch my fabric before I start cutting.
Okay,
and
start your fabric.
I do. And then for that bib, for the bib part, depending on what you're going to do to it, you might need to stabilize it somehow. Maybe a fusible.
Okay, I have some fusible, like I have Fusin-Knit. Would that work? I also have French fuse, which is a little stiffer. Not really stiffer, just a little different structure.
I don't know what that French one is, but have you tried SF101?
No.
It's a Pellon product, and it's kind of like fabric, and it fuses to the back, and it'll
Okay.
sturdy up your fabric too.
I can check that out. By the way, that is no affiliation of Brother, just FYI, for those wondering. I will check that out, and I'll also check. I'll test all three and see which one. So, which pieces need the fusible interfacing then?
Your bib, depending on what you're going to do there, and then
Okay.
the parts that you sew the zipper to, you really should interface there too, because once you start sewing that, you could stretch your fabric and it won't look smooth.
Okay. I'll try that. All right. So I got to wash my fabric tonight, press it, got a to-do list, and then I'm going to cut it, and I will post the cutting on my Instagram and on Facebook tomorrow, so you guys can see it if there's questions. And then you can ask Molly tomorrow if your questions. So pull the fabric out of your stash. And even if you're making a different pattern, these tips are really helpful. I would have never thought of putting a stabilizer in an apron to give it more structure. I mean, it's kind of common sense, but I guess I've not ever made an apron. This is going to be so much fun. Did I already show the apron I have on? Yes, Sherry, but I'll show you again. And for those of you that have poor internet or it keeps going in and out, you can come back and watch this anytime. Share it to your page. That's the easiest. All right, so here's my apron. Isn't this fun? And I cannot take credit for it. All right, so Molly, anything else we need to know?
I did mention that you should sew that strip on the top of your main piece for tomorrow.
Is that this
in
piece
case
right here?
I think that's letter I. I can't
Okay.
remember exactly. But then you'll be ready to do your embellishing, and you won't have to guess what it's going to look like.
Perfect.
You can see.
Let's see. One more. Everyone's noticing the flower on your apron, Reen. Okay, so you have to interface the zipper area. Sandy just said, could you run those pieces one more time? So you said the front piece needs to be stabilized and where the zipper is.
Right, above and below where the zipper goes.
So there you go. Susan light bulb moments. I know I've had a lot of those today. And everybody likes the black Paris and the pink. All right, perfect. All right, so can you give us the ladder of the ones to stable? Oh, the letter. Do you know the letter by heart, Molly? I could look it up.
I can look it up.
Apron top. Oh, what about the strip? What about this strip? Should this be stabilized?
No need.
No
It's
need.
going to
Okay.
be 4 layers of fabric once you're done, so it's going to be fine.
Oh gosh. Okay, yeah, that'll be fine.
So
Christina said she's going to ban all internet users in the house during live, so no losses and glitches. Christina, you got it.
So piece G, the upper zipper pocket. You need to
Okay.
stabilize that. And piece K, which is right below that.
All right. G and
Places
K.
where the zipper will be stitched. I hope that was right.
Oh, yes, an apron will look great with your mask, by the way. And just one quick question before I let you girls go. Monica wants to know, was it hard to sew on that oilcloth, Reen?
Well, ask Molly because she actually made all my aprons for me.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, this
Okay,
is the oil.
honestly, it was a little difficult to sew with that.
a
I
little
didn't
thick.
have a slippery zipper foot at the time.
Oh, yeah.
So-
You could use a walking foot probably, or the Move It foot. If you have one of the Brother machines with the Move It foot, that would be great for that too.
Yeah, I didn't have those when I created the apron. So I think it would be a lot easier now that I do.
All right. So Molly, your Facebook, her website's right down below. Are there links to all of your Facebook and social media from your website?
I don't
Maybe.
think so. I don't think so.
Okay. So your Facebook, I'm just going to put the link here. Facebook is what? What's your Facebook group?
Oh, it's just called Molly Made Designs Group.
Molly Made Designs Group. Can't miss it.
Yeah.
And I'll put a link. Remember, I'm putting all of these, as soon as we finish each day, will be on my blog at angelawolf.com. So you can find all the links to all the videos we've been doing for the whole last month. So, all right. It looks like Teflon. The pattern is on her website. If you would like her website, it's at mollymadedesigns.com. She even has a discount for you guys. And if you have your own pattern, that's cool too. We don't care. We're just going to inspire you to sew, right? Except I'm a little biased because I liked Molly's apron. All right, girls. So I got my to-do list. Anything else I need to know before Emily comes up and shows us how to embellish a little bit before we roll?
I don't think
All right.
so.
I think I see Emily in the. Are you ready for us? Hi.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Meet Reen and Molly. Molly, meet Emily. I don't know if you all have met before.
I've met Reen, but I don't think I've met Molly.
Awesome.
Hi,
So
nice to meet you.
You too.
cute top.
Thanks, I made it.
Oh, even better. All
I
right.
like the back because it's like a cross back.
Oh,
So
look at how cute that is.
yeah, it finally feels like summer.
Yay. Not here yet, but hopefully soon. So what are you working on? Something exciting.
Yes. Okay. So I just wanted to share with you. I'm not actually sewing Molly's pattern, although after seeing it, I think I might have to add it to my to-do list. It's super, super cute. But I was just going to give you another sort of free option for embellishing any apron pattern. It could be this one. It could be one you already have. But I have a really cute free design that I just want to share with you. So we're just going to do a tiny bit of cutting on the Scan and Cut and then iron it together. And this, it's not a full project here. So let me show you what I've already put together and what I have going here. So I've already pre-cut some of the design. And so the top has a little cupcake on it. And then the words, it says, it's going to say cupcake. We're going to cut that last little bit with you guys. Be a cupcake in a world of muffins, which I just thought was so cute. And several years ago, I was going to a conference, and one of the evenings they said, bring a dessert themed outfit, so anyway, I made this shirt, and you can see it if you go to my website. It's actually really, really funny. It's Life So Savory. If you just search cupcakes, you'll find it. But I spelled muffins wrong. And there's an original picture, but I wore this shirt for hours and I took pictures in it, as you will see on my site. And then someone finally said, did you notice that there's 3 F's in muffins? And I was like, what? And I'm, looking down at my shirt and I about died. So I went home and I photoshopped some of the pictures to be correct because I'd already done all my photos. And then I redid the file. So what you get is correct, but I just thought it's so funny how many I had stared at that shirt. You iron it, you cut it, you pick the vinyl, all that I had done and didn't notice that it was wrong. So we're gonna cut the last word for this, and you can see I've got my vinyl set up, and oops, I've got 6 things plugged in here, but let's just. I'm going to bring this up so you guys can see. And I have here is the word cupcake. I've already reversed it. I had to turn it a little bit because I'm working with a vinyl scrap. And so that's the way I will be able to cut it the whole way. And so now I'm going to export it to my machine. And I've hidden, this is giving me a warning because I've hidden all these other shapes in the design because I don't want to cut or transfer those because I've already done that. Okay, so now it's ready to go. All right, and so then we're going to grab that on our machine over here. Let's see.
Everyone is cracking up about the all the F's.
You have to go, if you go Yeah, if you find this on my site, the post, then you'll see like a modeled shot where I'm totally wearing a shirt that's spelled wrong. So, okay, so we're gonna go back to home, and then I'm gonna retrieve the data. And I see up here, I've got my little cupcake. It's at a slight angle, which is this. It's going to fit in this square. Make sure it's reversed. Again, like we talked about last week, if you're using heat transfer, you know, it's cut like this, but we want to be able to flip it over and the words not be backwards. I didn't reverse my cupcake because that one doesn't really matter. So I'm going to select, we're going to cut it. And
using the scanning cut. You have the 225DX, right? Is that what you have right there?
Yep. Yep.
And so the software that she was using is, you were on my Canvas workspace, correct?
Right. So that's web-based. Well, not web-based. You go to the Brothers site and you just download it to your computer, which I love. So I can edit, you know, no matter where I am. I can be in the car with my husband if we're driving across the country, and I can be working, and it doesn't matter that I don't have internet connection, which is one thing I really love about that software. But that's the same software for any Brother machine. So your cutting capabilities might be a little bit different depending on your machine and your settings, but what you're working to design is all the same.
Yeah. Is your vinyl right side up or wrong side up right now?
It is wrong side up.
Okay.
So it's a color. So we're going to be able to see that here. And then I'll move this so I can iron on. Okay, so here it's blue, shiny, like the muffins, the muffin word. And find my little pick. Okay, so now we need to, we're gonna pick out the extra around the vinyl, or around the words, and then we'll be able to put this together. And so, and this one we're going to kind of how we talked about a little bit last week too, if you're layering vinyl or working with multiple different colors in a file, in a single design, you have to be a little bit more strategic when you're ironing. But so we'll just walk through that a little bit, but then I only saved this last one to cut so we can get right to ironing. And I'm just really doing mine on a scrap of fabric. But I could quilt around this rectangle, you know, whatever you could work this into a pattern, no problem. Or you could put this, I mean, it made a really cute t-shirt, but it would also make, I think, a really fun apron because it's kind of like food. So, okay. So now we are going to, I'm just going to put the cupcake on because it keeps shifting. So let me grab my iron here, and of course it has gone to sleep. So let's just give it a minute, and then we'll be able to piece the rest of our design. And again, we just have to make sure that after we've peeled, if we peel the protective cover off the vinyl, that we can't get the hot iron near that piece of vinyl again, because it will make a big mess. So. So I am going to iron on the cupcake so it stops moving, and then we'll go with that. I see Christina just said that muffins with 3 Fs.
I see that.
That's hilarious.
That's fantastic.
I was just ahead of the trends. I didn't even know it.
There you go. Definitely. That's so funny. That would be something I would definitely do.
I just can't believe like all the editing you do, both post, like pre and post production of a vinyl design that I didn't.
Oh, thanks, Kelly. Kelly, I like your new emoji. That's so cute. No wonder I didn't recognize you right away.
That's cute.
So I'm putting the link for the scan and cut. And you can also call your local Brother dealer.
Yes.
They have other versions of scan and cuts as well. So they have the Disney version.
Yes, that one makes me happy. I'm trimming a little bit of the plastic cover around this so that I can get my shapes nice and tucked up close to each other. And that is one thing you want to be aware of when you're layering as well, is if I want to put this be kind of right in my cupcake, I have to make sure that none of my colored vinyl or whatever color you're using is on top of the clear plastic. Because if it's on top of the clear plastic, it will adhere to that and will not get on your design, and then you won't have what you want. So, so you need to sometimes you have to trim really close to the design so that you can fit it in there, which is when I designed this, I had this bee right in here, which is cute. But then you had, I have to make sure I'm doing that. Okay, so I'm gonna iron on that. And then I might slip this little P or this line from the P in between one of these words. So.
Hey, Emily,
Yeah.
a lot of people are asking if you have to use a press cloth when pressing on the vinyl.
I don't, because it has this plastic coating, and you would want it to be really hot, because otherwise it could fall off with several washings. So I just go straight on the plastic and I press hard, and yes. So I don't think so. The coffee.
We're going to be we have all kinds of spelling things coming up. Reen, do you use a lot with vinyl?
Over the weekend, I just did a whole bunch
She's upstairs.
I
think she's on there.
I think it's a good idea to put vinyl on the bib.
Yeah, or instead of embroidery, if you didn't have a machine that could do all that embroidery, like you have your business name across, you could easily just do heat transfer vinyl.
Right.
Absolutely. All right. It's looking good.
It's looking good. I want to, overlap this P, so I have to get my clear plastic out of the way so that
by the way, Emily, how did your gift go last week? Your one that you threw to the kid for his birthday.
It was good. It was really fun. He put it right away. So
awesome.
I always take that as a success.
So while she's doing that, I'm just going to take one more look at my fabric. I think everybody decided they liked the black with Paris with the pink polka dots. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I think that would look good.
Oh, I didn't even see that pink had polka dots on it.
I know. It's kind of like it's too far away from the camera.
Yeah. But I think that combination is really cute with those three things.
Yeah, here, I'll bring it closer. You can see if you look really close, it's got these itsy bitsy white.
Oh, yeah. That's cute, though. That's cute. Yeah.
And then this one has like a whole bunch of weird things on it.
Yeah.
And the scanning has the Eiffel Tower in it. You can even do vinyl on yours.
It does? I guess I didn't even remember that. Okay, I got to go find the Eiffel Tower in the scan and cut. That's definitely going on my apron.
I see Kathy asking about the heat setting on the iron, and mine is as hot as it can go, because most heat presses are hotter than your at-home iron can even get. So You want it hot.
Hot, hot.
Hot, hot. Okay. So I'm going to let this cool. And one thing that you do want to note is depending on what you're using, most vinyls I think are cool holes, but there are some that will say like peel when hot. So just double check that. But it looks so cute. So there's the cupcake. And actually, I just updated this design over the weekend because I went back and I looked at the other one and I thought, oh, I can make that cuter. So this one I feel like is even cuter than the original that in the photos. But so if you think that the design looks a little bit different than this one, it is, but the download is this. And I just selected each line of text, and then, printed it on a different color before I did it. So look at, that would be so cute on an apron, I think, on your front. And of course, resize, however, I wanted it big enough that you guys could see. But even around this rectangle, I could quilt a border and then, build my apron pieces from there.
That's really cute. Super cute. Hey,
So-
is that wash okay?
Yeah, I don't, sorry, here, I'll move this. I haven't really had a lot of trouble with my heat transfer. I feel like when I very first started using heat transfer and I wasn't pressing really hard and I wasn't using it, I wasn't making sure that it was really hot, I had a few things peel off, but I haven't for years. And I make t-shirts for my kids all the time and they're not careful about how they wear it nor how it gets washed. And we very rarely have any issues with it peeling off. So really hot. And like I said last week, you want to make sure, I don't know if you can see this in here, but you want to make sure that you can actually see the fabric fibers through your vinyl. You'll start to see the texture come through. And when you can see that texture, then I feel like it's really.
I think Emily froze for a second. Are you still there, Reen?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, I think Emily froze for a sec. She'll be right back. So I saw a couple of you ask, by the way, I'll bring her back up as soon as I see her move again, about what software she's using. Well, she's using my Canvas Workspace, which comes with the Scan and Cut. So it's just a program. You can do the things on the screen on the Scan and Cut, or you can do the things in that software, and it comes with Scan and Cut. So it's not an extra, it's just something random out there. And I see Emily is still frozen. It must have been the 3 F's in the muffin. All right, she's not coming up. So while, you know what, I am going to look up that Eiffel Tower. And it looks like Emily dropped out. If she comes back, I'll bring her back up. So while she's doing that, why don't we do the giveaway? And then if Emily comes back up, we'll close the show. And if she doesn't come back up, we'll close the show. Because I have a lot to do tonight. I have to cut out all my pieces, wash my fabric, get all my patterns. I think I have one long piece of paper. I'm going to just tape that on the fold and do exactly what's like that. Cindy, all the websites are down below. See them scrolling? All of them. Emily's, Reen's, mine, brother, everybody. Okay. So I think we should do our giveaway. So today I did a surprise. This was a surprise giveaway. All you had to do is leave a comment on my post on my Facebook page. And I'll wait 1 second because I saw somebody say I'm going to make a comment. It's over at facebook.com, Angela Wolf Couture. And I'm going to draw 2 lucky winners to have a free entry into my couture jacket class, which closes at midnight tonight. It's an 8-week class. So you can make an apron and a Chanel style jacket. No affiliation of brother. So, okay, so let's do a drawing. And I saw somebody say, can you give us our homework again? Homework is, here you go. Wash your fabric. Washed, dried, pressed. Press it with starch. It's Angela Wolf Couture, Couture. Facebook.com/Angela Wolf Couture. That's my Facebook page. I love the cupcake. I do too. All right. So you have to do that. And then print the pattern pieces, or if you have a different pattern, cut out your pattern pieces, assemble them. So if you have to put yours together because you got a PDF, and you go back and watch this video for how to do it. What'd you say, Reen?
I said, get ready to embellish it.
Get ready to embellish it. I got to go find that Eiffel Tower. Wash, dry, press. Got it. You got it. And prepare for Tuesday by sewing piece I to piece J if you're using Molly's pattern. And also transfer the waist placement lines onto piece J. And I did see a couple of people asking about that what do you use to transfer? You can use a wheel with transfer paper. You can use tailor's chalk, which is probably what I'll do. I'll take photos of it. Reen, what do you do to mark your transfer lines when you're working on a project?
Basically just chalk.
Yeah. And I use tailor's chalk, just clay. If you use wax, you have to be very careful that it doesn't leave stains on your fabric. Okay. All right, you guys, I think you guys have it. Oh, and then press your interfacing to the piece number G and K, or if you're doing your different apron, you might want to put interfacing on the bib to give a little structure, right?
Right.
You're probably in the wrong place if it says there's only 7 members, Valerie. So it's not a group. Okay, hold on. I'll link. Just go to facebook.com. I can't type it in while I'm on here, I don't think. Anybody want to put a link to my Facebook page for me on there? Is any of my wolf pack hanging out that you could do that favor for me? Hey, Richard, thanks. All right. Creative people are blessed. Somebody's going to put a link for me, I'm sure. I can't get, for some reason, when I go to type on the internet when I'm live, it doesn't work. Trying to surf through materials, Jen says. The discount, she already has her pattern discounted. Oh, thanks, Kelly. I knew you'd come save the day. The discount to Molly's pattern, she already has it discounted. And Reen, you have that, for those that rolled in later, show that zipper case that we're going to be making at the on Thursday. So this is a smaller one. Go to the other way. There you go. That's really cute.
Got really pretty quilting on it. And it holds a small pair of scissors, about a 4-inch size.
Very cute.
And there's
Okay,
a link to a Dropbox where you can download the file and everything that you need if you want to stitch along.
Perfect. Cindy, you can go back and watch. The internet's been kind of shady today. So, all right. I am, and if you ever are trying to find some of our things, go to our website. You can go to Reen's, you can go to mine. All of our social media links are on there. All right. So I'm going to draw 2 lucky winners. The first winner, because I can see a ton of you still answering comments on that. Luann says she loves the zipper pouch. Okay, the first winner is, good luck, everyone. And if you are already in the class, you get a discount, or you just get a refund. More money to shop, right? So the first winner is, oh, I get to. She wrote, I love to learn. And by the way, I use software for this. I don't do this myself, just for the FYI. The first winner, I love to learn new sewing techniques, and through you, it would be wonderful. Congratulations to Karen Warren. Congrats. Yay. So I will send you a link because the class started today, but you can go back and watch the replay. Today was just going over supplies. And I can see everybody saying, all right, so I'm going to count down and I'll do one more winner. All right, boom, and one more winner. We have, she wrote, would love to do this. Thanks so much. Nancy Casso. Congratulations, Nancy. So you'll be making a couture jacket with your apron. And we're getting started this week. One takes like a week to make, or a couple of hours. One takes like 8 weeks. Everyone's saying, way to go. Congratulations. All right, Reen. So you're going to be here every day with Molly. Molly stepped away and Emily froze, which Emily will be back on Wednesday. She's doing another scan and cut project for the apron. And you will be on here every day, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yep.
And I cannot wait for your zipper one on Thursday. So tomorrow we're sewing the apron together. I think tomorrow it says we are going to talk about embellishing the apron. May Flom will be on here to show some more things for aprons. And we're going to do heat transfer vinyl, applique, and talk about items to hang from the key loops. I think that's it. Everybody's loving that quilt behind you. So, Reen, it was so great to see you today. And everyone, thanks for hanging out. We had a huge group today. I cannot wait to see your apron. So if you want to post photos of your fabric and what you're working on, be sure to use hashtag BrotherSews, hashtag Angela Wolf, hashtag Embroidery Garden, hashtag Molly Made, whichever one you want us to see what you're doing. So everyone have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. We will see you tomorrow. And brother, thanks for letting us take over the page. See ya.